Good morning, Shanta, Safin, Rushikesh, Shrikant. Good morning, all. Okay, breathe in deep and slow. Inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth. So, like we already discussed earlier, start the day with peace and silence and gradually transition into your daily activities. Okay, so we'll be playing up some meditation for like 5 minutes. So, let's get started with it. Okay, so I'll be playing up the audio, headspace. Meanwhile, just make sure you're not sitting right now on your bed. Just move outside from it. Okay. So that's the reason I even started taking the morning sessions by standing. Just maybe it might make some of you serious. Otherwise, sleepy chal raha hai morning. Okay. ठीक है चलो. So first we'll do like 5 minutes of meditation and then we'll move to the other areas. Fine, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Let's go. Try to avoid any movements and just feel in.
But you're unruffled by it, unfazed by it, sitting, watching as the thoughts go by. So just getting comfortable, making sure you're sat upright, eyes open, aware of the space around you, and when you're ready, just taking some big deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you exhale each time, just noticing how the body softens. And with the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes. So just taking a moment to become more aware of the other senses. Just feeling that sensation of contact, the body pressing down, the weight of the hands, the arms. Taking a moment to notice space around you, perhaps any sounds. And then as you bring the attention back to the body, just briefly, just scanning down through the body, just noticing how the body feels this particular moment. Don't worry if the mind wanders, just gently bringing the attention back as you continue to scan down towards the toes. And just allowing the focus now to shift to the breath, to that rising and falling sensation. Just following that movement, counting the breaths as they pass. No real effort required, allowing thoughts to come and go, but realizing when you've got distracted, and in that moment, gently bringing the attention back to the breath again. And remember, if you are counting, just counting to 10 each time. So realizing the distraction, letting go of it, and coming back to the breath again. And then letting go of that focus, starting to become more aware. Body again, the weight of the body, those points of contact, noticing the sounds around you, space around you. And when you feel ready, just gently opening the eyes again.
Okay, let's take a deep breath and exhale. Breathe in from your nose, exhale from your mouth. One more time. Rub your palms against each other. Roll it over your face. Slowly open up your eyes. Okay, team. So, chalo, good morning, all. So, starting the day with some peaceful, nice breaths. Okay? So, we'll try to really live these principles which we learned as part of Robin Sharma's program, Hero, Genius, Legend. And one of the important thought is, yes, every day in the morning, we have to do 20 minutes of learning, 20 minutes of journaling. Okay. So as part of this journaling activity, like writing things down, analyzing things, okay, and refocusing like what's going on in your life, what do you want, and how are you going to get there, what's working, what's not working, all that comes as part of the journaling activities. So we will be doing that 20 minutes. As part of this journaling, we will write our affirmations, gratitudes, and day plannings, and maybe analysis of how you can do things better, how you can get results better. So we will do that journaling activity in the final 20 minutes of the program. But right now, for the next 20 minutes, let's focus on learning. Okay. So as part of it, today we will again just randomly play Robin Sharma related, same Hero Genius Legend, that 30,000 course related material. So there is one another topic which today we will dissect it, break it down. And once we take that learning as well, then we will move on to the journaling activity. Okay. So everybody, chalo, request you guys to have notes with you. So let's start making some notes about it. So I'll be playing up the audio and let's together make some notes out of it. Okay. Let's go. I'll play up. It's pretty big topic. And what today is what? Thursday. So we do it like Monday to Friday. So today and tomorrow. So tomorrow also we will continue on this. It is called as a personal mastery power grid. Okay. So let me start right from the beginning. Okay, everybody, please open up your notepad so that you can
versus fake power. You're going to learn, first of all, what.
Okay, chalo, let's go.
Welcome back. You're about to learn the personal mastery power grid.
Okay, you can just write it. the personal mastery power grid. Let's see. So guys, this is a 30,000 like cost ka material. Okay. So this is a course he's taking 30,000 INR mein, he's giving it out. So we are trying to just help our people. Okay. So that we all can get maximum value out of it. So let's get started.
And I mentioned this first model is really about true power versus fake power. You're going to learn, first of all, what society defines as power. Things like money, things like items or possessions. And society says, well, if you get those things, you're going to be powerful. But people who are operating at the highest level of humanity, people who are living amazing lives, they have a whole different series of powers that they measure their success by. So I'm super excited you're about to learn them. I call this the personal mastery power grid. It's a new model, never shared it before. Here's the thing. There's two types of power. There's the power that society calls power. Give me some answers. What would you think? In our world right now, how does the media, how does society, how do our friends and family, how is power defined? Money. Mostly it's money. Look at her. Look at him. She's got a lot of money. And if you have been hypnotized by that programming, you are measuring your self-worth by your net worth. What are some other ways society defines power? Beauty. What else? Position. Carlin. Hi. Yeah, tell me.
Material things.
Material things. Look at her new car. Look at his new handbag. Look at those shoes. Look at that Patek Philippe watch. They're eating in the best restaurants. They're vacationing in Luxembourg, wherever it is. And we live very much in a world that I believe is selling us a bill of goods about what it means to be powerful. Now, I want to be super clear here. Is there anything wrong with staying at beautiful hotels? Is there anything wrong with eating the best food? Anything wrong with a beautiful watch? No, those are fantastic. Enjoy the ride. I mean, who would rather stay in a gorgeous hotel room or fly beautifully versus, rough it, whatever? How many people just like to go through life feeling better? I'm an aesthete. Aesthete, the French word for lover of beauty. I love sunsets. I love mountain biking in the forest. I love great mozzarella di bufala. I like nice spaces. I like nice art galleries. I like nice things. Here's the key. Do I need those things? Absolutely not. I'd be okay in a little apartment with a little mountain bike and my loved ones around me. I'm not saying that to impress you. It took me years to get to a place. If I have nothing except for a few little things, I'm totally good with that. If I lost who I was in the world, it's okay because I know who I am in my heart. But I'm suggesting to you, enjoy the beauty of life, and life has a lot of great beauty. But here's what I think has happened. We've picked up a lot of these fake powers, and then we define ourselves by these fake powers. The first one, formal authority.
Okay, just write it down. Fake powers. I think what maybe living in an illusion, okay, making the way the world, people think about the world. Formal authority. Okay.
He's the CEO, she's the boss, he's the prime minister, that's the president, that person is powerful. Show of hands, yes? Secondly, money. I'd rather have impact over income, but we live in a world that says you are powerful if you have a lot of money. And I'm encouraging you to remember, do not define yourself or measure yourself by these external things.
Okay, just write down this statement. We will process it, we'll dissect it, but first let's consume. Okay, let's consume. Let's try to understand the perspective, what's going on here. Don't define and measure yourself by the external things. Okay, next.
The third, safety and security.
Okay, write down the third one. Safety and security. Okay, next.
The most dangerous place you can work and live is in the safe harbor of the known. Security is ridiculously overrated. What's this attraction to security? I'm secure, I'm safe. Right? We know Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay, fine. You want a roof over your head and you want food in your belly. You can't change the world if you're hungry. Got it. But what is this attraction to security? This is the way I've always done it. Here's the same neighborhood I live in. Here's the same way I rock my game. Here are the same books I read. Security. Boring. Your brain will not grow. You will not stimulate neurogenesis if you do not inject novelty into your game. Novelty. Forget security. Forget safety. Live dangerously. Look at the person next to you and go, yeah, I'm going to rock my inner pirate. Just do that for me, please. You know, how many people have lost their swashbuckling nature? You know, how many people have lost the sparkle in your eye? Just look at the person next to you and check if anyone's home. Just. And
actually, this audio is captured from a big live event which he's doing where there are like hundreds of people. Okay, and that too, they are like top level executives of the corporate. Okay, so that it's a live footage of that.
And what I want you to do is just touch their shoulders and say, I love the sparkle in your eye. Don't ever lose it. Just do that for me.
Okay. Just know one thing. Okay, this happened recently with some of our career transformation members also. Okay, like few months ago, like since past 1 year or so, like they were preparing, trying to get the job and everything, all this chaos, like job chahiye. And few months ago, the person got the job and started working in the industry. And that person just said, I think this last month, dropped me a message saying, ki, life too boring ho gayi. Okay. So life just became boring after getting job and after starting to work. There is nothing exciting about it. And mostly it's like earlier I was having that, I need job and I was waking up early, working really hard for that and trying to accomplish it. But now since past 3 months, now I have the job, somehow mind is completely relaxed. कि कुछ और नहीं करना है, just waking up whenever we want, sleeping whenever we want, no passion, no purpose. In 3 months, this happened to that person. And like this, there were many other examples. Okay, there were many other examples. When they were not having this job, they were like so much in fire and like inspired to take actions, make it possible. But as soon as they got in industry, life became boring for them. They stopped really pushing themselves. The point is, psychologically, you have to push yourself. Right now, naturally, because you don't have a job, you really work hard to get it and all that thing. But as soon as you get job, it becomes optional. And that is what is happening on the planet. Okay, many people, because it is optional to succeed, just they think, okay, we got the job and now just run a routine life, just live through it. Okay, but that's not a very exciting way of living. देखो guys, 13 years in the industry, and I'm living a pretty exciting life. 13 years, I never got bored with my life. It is always exciting. So this is what he's talking about. The sparkle in the eye should never die. Okay, that excitement of living. Every day is going to be a wonderful. Today, aaj kuch bada karenge. That kind of attitude should always be turned on. That's what he's saying. For many people, they just lose it while they are going through this time. And that's the truth. Okay, people just give up on their dreams, on their hopes, and they just stop trying everything, right? Safety, security, nature, relax, chal raha, chalte hain. Okay, and that's a very like dead way of living, basically. Okay, so fine, he's just pointing that part out. So just be aware of the truth, what can happen. Fine. Next thing.
And so it's a fake power. I'm secure, I'm safe. What an illusion. What an illusion. No one's really safe. No one's really secure. You could lose it all tomorrow. You could go to your doctor's office and the doctor could say, we don't have some good news for you. You could experience sudden loss. How many people, you woke up one morning, you went out into the world, and what happened to you that day was utter tragedy and completely turned your life upside down. Put up your hands, please. Just look around the room. That's life. That's life. Sudden loss, not sudden loss, illness, bankruptcy, accident. Safety and security are dramatically overrated. So my suggestion to you is get good at being a pirate. Get good at being in the blue ocean. Get good. Do the interior work born of personal mastery required so that when you are terrified, you're okay with it. Because you will never be able to control the world and construct a fake architecture so that your environment doesn't activate your fears. Does that make any sense what I just said? That's what most people do. I've got all of this fear inside me. I've got all of this insecurity within me. And so now let me build a peer group and let me build a career or a business and let me construct a life where literally I don't have to put myself in a situation that activates my ancient wounds. Am I totally out to lunch? Show of hand, anyone know understand what I just said? Why not instead say, why do these things terrify me? And then methodically move towards personal mastery so that the things that frightened you, that you've given your power to, no longer activate you. And yes, you'll...
Okay. Let's process this thought for a moment. Okay. Why is a recession or layoffs scaring people so much? Okay. You need to really understand, even working people. Okay. And I have seen these kind of layoffs happening like when it was what? 2012. This was a incident like when it was 2012 year. I was working for a company at that time, and we were doing discussions. Okay. And then the company organization, I was working at the client location, and at the client location, the organization decided we are going to do a mass layoff today. Okay. And what they were doing is HRs were sitting in a boardroom and they were just one by one calling the people immediately. Nothing. Okay. They were just one by one calling the people, department by department. HRs were chatting with them. Okay, please come. And then as soon as they got in, immediate termination letter in hand. And yes, they were paying 2 months of salary and whatever that process is. Okay. So that was the first time when I was exposed to, whoa, kya chal raha hai? 2012 में हुआ था ये, ठीक है. And I still remember okay, we were in some discussion, project related discussions and all. They called the developer first. He just went out, okay, oh, somebody called me. He came back inside, took the bag and left. And we were like, kya ho gaya isko? And he did not speak with anyone. After 5 minutes, they called our tester also. So वो भी बंदा घर चला गया. And then we came out and we realized, oh, now this is happening in our division. And a lot of people were laid off as part of that wave. Okay? Now, the point is, yeah, that happened long time ago, but such moments in your life makes you realize the truth. Okay? This safety and security, what we are discussing here. Okay? Trying to feel ki nahi our job and consistently all this, we have to stick with that. And then people just try to adapt to the given job and somewhere lose that they have to grow themselves so that they can keep earning like this, maybe hundreds other jobs. So somewhere they just adapt to the job they are in. They start becoming nervous, they start becoming scared, they start becoming, oh, this job, I need it at whatever thing. And they try to do whatever it takes to stick with that job because they are afraid. Home loans are running, monthly EMIs going on, taking a break, what will happen? Everything will fall apart. So then people adapt, they cut down on their dreams and they just go to a routine life. Some of you might be going through that phase in next few years. But the thing is that really safe? It's never safe. It's never safe. If the company does not do good, and guys, are the companies wrong? No, they are not wrong. Okay, if the company does not have money, what will they give the employees? If they don't make business, and during recession times, entire thing collapses. If companies itself don't get business, if clients don't get pay the company, then from where are they going to pay the employees? It's all a chain. Okay, I have literally seen clients saying, okay, my budget is down. This time we will give only 50% of the budget, rest salary of the employees, you manage at your side. These kind of things clients also say. A point is, maybe for 1 month, maybe for 2 months, but if client situation is not improving, if the money is not coming proper, that has an impact. And during recession time, the entire market gets affected, not just the IT industry. Okay, the cost, the whatever is running around in the world, everything gets impacted here and there, and that impacts the people's power to purchase something. And because they cannot purchase, the businesses actually go down. Because the businesses go down, they cannot dump money onto the technical division for development of software. And because they cannot do that, the employee cost also comes down. It's a global impact. Okay, every division of the world gets impacted during recession times. No matter what it is. रियल इस्टेट में इम्पैक्ट आया, वहां से भी कुछ ना कुछ करके सॉफ्टवेयर में आ जाएगी चीजें. इट कम्स. ठीक है, just be aware that happened and then layoffs happened. The point is, just this is an illusion. Like, I need this job and it is very much stuck to me and it is like too much safety, but it is not actually safe. I have seen it in front of my eyes. It just happens like this. It just happens like this. Business cannot pay, layoff. This cannot happen, layoff. It just happens like that. Earlier I used to be like, oh, kitna bada hai, but then I realized that that's how the world works. If people have money, they will pay. If they don't have, companies will not pay. And the thing is, the right way of living is you become so strong, invest so much in your personal and professional growth, this never scares you. Okay, become so good at whatever you do, whatever your skills are, whatever your result oriented nature, become so powerful. Like this, there will be 1,000 other jobs and you are never scared of life. So that is an illusion. Too much of safety, too much of comfort. He's trying to portray that, and this happens in the industry. Okay, so just be aware. Next, moving on.
Look at the tools this weekend.
So get the right approach right at the beginning. Okay, while you are entering into the IT industry or in the beginning phases of the industry, work extremely hard on your skill. Okay, give your full dedication for the project, but work on your skill. Try to really be greatly knowledgeable, certified, able to solve problems, and be really great and not just dependent on the job that you're doing. Okay, at any time, if you look in the market for other opportunities, you should get that. Be always that prepared. Okay, don't take your thing for granted. You have to be your best at whatever you do. Okay, it has to be like that.
But see, the fake power Society says, be safe and secure. Create an environment that makes you feel uncomfortable. Well, you're still this insecure little kid deep inside of you. And we're all picking it up, and your work is suffering as a result of that. And guess what? You're suffering as a result of that. Oh, no, I don't suffer. Oh, yes, you do. Maybe you've pushed down your suffering through your drug of choice so long you've numbed out to your suffering. That's why most people aren't present. They're in a trance, addicted to technology. How many of you in this room, you're addicted to doing? Doing. You always need to be doing. Doing. If you're not doing, you feel guilty. You need to be doing. Why are you doing so much? I don't know, but if I'm not doing, I will feel guilty if I'm not doing. How many of you in this room are busy being busy, but you don't know what you're busy being busy with? But you're always doing. Blaise Pascal, the French mathematician, said it well. He said, most of man's miseries are derived by his inability to sit quietly in a room with himself. But if you've swallowed the suffering, swallowed the pain of your potential that you were born into that remains unexpressed, if you've swallowed your disappointment, you're going to push it down. It's all going to be there. You're going to numb yourself out to it. You're going to forget about it. It'll all be in your subconscious. It'll be affecting your craft, your energy, your creativity, your productivity, your income, because your income never rises any higher than your self-identity and your self-perception. The only reason you're not a billionaire if you want to be a billionaire is because you don't believe you deserve to be a billionaire. And then what we do is, because of all of that stuff in there, we medicate ourselves. And one of our drugs of choice is too much doing. We're escaping ourselves. And then society calls it badge of honor to be doing. You work 14 hours, I work 19 hours. You work 19 hours, I work 22 hours. It doesn't matter how much you work. It's not the quality. It's not the quantity, it's the quality. So safety and security is vastly overrated. I would encourage you to live dangerously. Lick the razor. Play out on the edges. Play out on the edges of your craft. Play out on the edges of your industry. In your personal life, total bravery, audacity. Even with compassion, be the most compassionate person in the room. Drink half the glass of wine and give the gorgeous bottle to the kitchen, like I mentioned. Do staggeringly loving things for people who won't even know about it. It's a great way to go through life. Fourth big power, social status. Social status.
Fourth one, social status.
Here's where I am in society. Personally, I don't really care about social. Anyone not really care about social status? To me, I don't know, but social status is really important. There's a lot of cultures where social status is really important. And then finally, material possessions. I would suggest to you, enjoy your belongings, don't need your belongings.
Okay, just write down this one. We came across it yesterday as well, or like previously. Enjoy your belongings, but don't need your belongings. I think it was one of the maxim: have everything but need nothing. So enjoy, appreciate, try to get everything. But even if it is not with you, you should be okay with that. So be with that stable state in mind.
Enjoy a Ferrari if you like a Ferrari. Figure out if you need the Ferrari. And here's a great deconstruction. Where's Avalon? Avalon, great deconstruction. If I had more money or my next level of money, what new things would I need? And you see it with a lot of billionaires. It's never enough.
Okay, that's a good question. If you have more money, what more things will you have? That means basically right now you might not be even needing it, but just because you have more money, so what more will happen? Now, let me tell you. Now, this is really interesting stuff. Okay, my initial salary started with, when in the very beginning of the time, it was as low as 6,000 a month. Okay, with 6,000 a month, journey started, and it was good enough salary. It was pretty decent salary at that time. Okay, ऐसा लगा नहीं कि कम है. Then 6 became 15, 15 became 25, 25 then further became 45, 80, and then it kept rising, rising, rising. Okay, but let me tell you ki, like, even with smaller amounts, you can very nicely manage. And when the amounts keep growing, then you have to figure out what do you have to do with this additional amount. Basically, you don't need it. But what do you do? Yeah, and that gives you the power to maybe invest further, to do maybe other things and be ready for, let's say, health related problems, take up some insurances or anything like that, or travel. So for that reason, but the core basic need is still enough with the basics what you are. And then maybe what people do is, then I realize this to myself, कि earlier जो phone 10,000 15,000 लेते थे, I started taking it off 30,000 40,000 के phone. And then I later on realized कि I'm just wasting money because I have it. So let's get back to the basics. And then I let go that phone, वापस से एक छोटा वाला ले लिया, like 10 15,000 वाला Redmi के fully loaded phones ले लो. And just trying to live like whatever you need, not really trying to go and pile up. And guys, I'm telling you, okay, right from since many years now, okay, every month, no matter how much my salary comes, I only take 10,000 out of that. I've never taken more than 10,000 salary for myself, just because I don't need it. And out of this 10,000, I put 5,000 back in my education. Nothing but I learn, I take up certifications. Monthly ka maximum 5,000 I put back into my learnings. Okay, so because I don't even need that remaining 5, it's all there. It's just living. And yeah, the rest of the money, whatever package I earn, that money is there, saved, invested, whatever. And whenever you need to go for a vacation, travel, this, that, you can take from that pool, but that pool is not required. So it's your choice. How do you want to manage yourself? So I've just locked myself 10,000 each chalega. And since past many years, I'm just doing that. Rest everything, we put it into a family fund. And from there, we try to manage things. So just the point here is, don't unnecessarily start expending more because you really don't need it. Okay? So don't just raise unnecessarily bada ghar, bada car, bada mobile, luxurious things right now. It's not really required. Basically, it's unnecessary people create for themselves. Okay, so get that. So do a proper thinking. Otherwise, you will start impacting your own life. Okay, by creating a need for all these luxurious things, you will start becoming more happy if and more fearful. Okay, what if this does not come? It's not required. Live simple. Okay, yes, have all those things, but don't make it an addiction. Okay, it's your money, you need to make decisions, but I'm just telling you my perspective. Okay, always down to earth, always hungry for learning, and that, like, yeah, you have option. When money is there, you have option what you want to do with that. So I'm saying, yes, earn as best as you can, explore opportunities, make financial wealth, all that required, but the way you need for living, that's pretty simple. You don't need that much. You can live with the basics, and that to a pretty comfortable life. And that all money which you accumulate, use that for further multiplication and investment and other things. Okay? But yeah, just know the basics.
Kurt Vonnegut
Don't
and
waste all of that. It will become one nightmare for you otherwise. Okay? Yeah.
Joseph Heller were at a gorgeous party on Long Island, and the billionaire was the host. And everything was beautiful. The food was beautiful. The people were beautiful. And one of these authors said, "This is incredible. This billionaire's party. Wow." And the other author said, "Yes, but we have something this billionaire doesn't have." And the other author said, "What?" And he said, "Enough." You cannot put a price tag on peace of mind. You cannot put a price tag on dignity. You cannot put a price tag on authenticity. You cannot put a price tag on waking up in the morning feeling good about yourself. You cannot put a price tag being the janitor at the Johannesburg airport and waking up feeling like you are an ambassador for South Africa. I think the world is really confused in many ways. And I'm not saying don't be a billionaire, with all due respect to the 2 or 3 billionaires in this room. And I help people become billionaires. But ask yourself, is the seeking, is the grasping, is the neediness born of a wound, an emptiness, a lack of self-respect? Or is it born of, I want to be a billion because this is the lifestyle and I can do things for the people I love and I can give back to the world and it allows me to see how far I can go? That's a great reason to be a billionaire. That's a great reason to be a titan. That's a great reason to rock the house. That's a great reason to pursue being a history maker, to see what it makes of me, to bring on more of my talent, to serve more people, to challenge myself, to honor the genius within me. So here's, after 20 years of thinking about this, those are the 5 fake powers I believe a lot of people in business and the world are running their life under. And if you spend 20, it's a muscle. So if you practice that every day for 10,000 hours, thank you, Anders Ericsson, you're going to be world class at pursuing the fake powers. And you're going to do it so much, it's going to go from conscious competence, we know this, to unconscious competence and to mastery. And then eventually someone's going to say, Shama, do you know, not you, but someone's going to say, do you see what you're doing?
Okay. Okay, chalo, let's take a pause here. I think we got some point of it. The audio length is, let's say, 14 minutes. Tomorrow we will play the continuation of that about the true power. First, let's understand perspective, okay? Dekho, always keep your glass empty, okay? The way I think is, whatever knowledge I have, whatever I know, I assume it is basic. It is just the foundation knowledge. On top of this, what more is there? This is how I have seeded the core thing. So because of that reason, I always want to know more. And that is where I daily keep listening to audios, watching videos, doing courses. Why? Because the mind is like, okay, what more is there? What more is there? And then maybe, yeah, then trying to process what this new guy is saying. Is it right? Is it wrong? And then what I know about it. And then comes the analysis part. So always stay empty, always stay a student so that you can consume more. Otherwise, you will become closed. You will feel like you know everything, but that's not the truth. There is always some other dimension missing. Okay, so try to have that kind of an attitude towards it, and let's see what it is. And I'm not saying everything that you listen on internet is right. No, there are a lot of wrong things. Every book that you read is right. No, there are wrong things in the book also. Okay, but the point is, you need to become that capable to really understand what's right, what's wrong, and put your perspective to it as well. So that needs you to evolve in maturity. But you have to know the opinion of other people, how they think, why they think like that. And then you analyze it and you decide how you want to live or don't live. Okay? So let's take a pause here. I think we got some point of it. The audio length is, let's say, 13, 14 minutes. Tomorrow we will play the continuation of that about the true power. First, let's understand perspective, okay? ठीक है? So that's what it is. It's your decision in the end, but consuming thoughts is going to prepare nicely for that. Okay, fine. Now the remaining 15 minutes, let's go to the journaling activities, everyone. Tomorrow we will continue with the same. We'll do some meditation, we'll continue this video, and then we'll jump on to the third section of the day, journaling. Chalo, let's start writing down. First, 10 success affirmations. Let's start with this, 10 success affirmations. Okay, again, try to feel the statements. The point is, we need to evolve, we need to become different, then we will be more successful in our lives. Okay, doubts, worries, tensions are not going to give us anything. We need to change, we need to upgrade ourselves in our thinking, actions, beliefs, attitude, and then the results will change. You have to accept that as early in your life as possible. Okay, change is required and change has to be good. So write down, I am responsible for my life. I believe in myself. I am committed to achieve all my goals. Fourth, fear is just a feeling. I overcome it and I move forward. Fifth, I like myself and I love my work. Sixth, I am a powerful force designed for success. Seventh, I face challenges and overcome it with ease. Eighth, I am a winner. Ninth, I am strong. And 10th, I am powerful. Keep writing this, keep telling this to yourself. Keep repeating, okay, you are like this, you are like this, you are like this. Talk to yourself. And then just see the way you handle situations will change. If this becomes your thought process, whenever life mein kuch bhi problem aa raha hai, you will always be like, okay, I am responsible for it. How can I fix it? Not blame others, but how can I fix it? And everything is actually, it's a very gem, 10 commandments, basically you can live all throughout your life. So please complete it quickly, feel it, believe in it. Very much required. Chalo, let's move to the second step. Okay, gratitude, deliberate gratitude. Write down 5 things which happened from yesterday till today, which you are thankful for in your life. Chalo, everyone. It's a time where you do a recap of yesterday. Think about what happened yesterday and what is the good thing that happened. It will make you like mentally peaceful, more happy with your life, more appreciative towards life, and more of a problem solver. Everybody looks at the problem, but solutions, actively deciding to look at solutions. Okay, it's like training your muscle to think right. So write down 5 things. So what happened yesterday which you're really thankful for? Every day should be a beautiful day. Okay, and it will be beautiful only when you find something good in every single day. Otherwise kya hoga guys, day by day minus 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 and in the end dead. Okay, but every day if you appreciate, learn, grow, be happy, that's a beautiful way of living. So let's appreciate every day of our life. Okay, okay. I'm done with my 5 things. If you're done, just mention it in the chat, guys. The voice is audible, right? Everybody, you can hear me, right? Okay, okay. ठीक है, चलो. Thanks for confirming. Yeah. Chalo, let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Okay. Now comes the last section, which is important. Like 2 sections, let's do it. The third is write down your goal. Okay, one-liner goal statement. What is it that you want? What do you want? And by when you want it? Just write down the goal statement. By this time, you should have already memorized your goal statement. Okay, I'm done. So clarity is required. Where are you heading up in your life? Where are you taking it? By when you are going to get there? Clarity is required. Okay. And the last one, day planning. Chalo, let's break down the day plan. So all the members who are attending the evening 9 p.m. session, let me help you guys in day planning a few items, but it yes completely depends if you are doing things, not doing things. Okay. देखो guys, point is right thing, important thing needs to be done on the right day. If you don't take actions on the same day, it all moves to next day, and next day some other actions are supposed to be taken. Future में जाके फिर no actions will happen. ठीक है? So do every day what needs to be done that day. ठीक है? Now point is we came up with a checklist yesterday. Evening people, right? So we came up with a checklist which is like a prerequisite. Okay? Prerequisite before you start with job hunt. It will give you clarity. Okay, so we have already shared this checklist in evening yesterday. The point is work on filling it, work on fully completing it. Anywhere, any answer, you're still saying no, not in progress, keep this checklist with you. Reserve, guys, this is serious work. We are not doing time pass here. Whatever we are doing in evening, it's all going to accumulate and give you result, which is the job. Every piece of puzzle needs to be solved for getting the job. Okay, people are like loose ended in every of this, and in the end job nahi milta hai, they are not even to then figure out why they are not getting job. Okay, so whatever we discussed in the past 3 days, it's all part of the puzzle which needs to be done. It's not optional. फिर आगे भी नहीं लगेगा job, and that's what we are trying to help with this. Okay, so first everything which is mentioned there, which means like even reading ATS. Okay, next finding 10 job descriptions so that you can know what the industry wants, taking the keywords, putting it in your resume, using chat GPT, and independently solving your own problems. Okay, you will become, just do all this, you will become really good, you will improve. What you were 3 days ago versus what you will be today will be better version. That's how you can grow. So you realize your capability potential is there. Fine. So first important task which you need to do is keep this checklist with you open. I will again share the link in the WhatsApp group today. Okay, but keep this link open. One by one, try to satisfactorily answer all the questions. Keep editing response, resubmitting, editing, resubmitting till the time you have fully answered everything. Okay, that is a prerequisite. And yes, it might need you to more think, more analyze, but do that activity. That is rule first. Okay, now it might take you 3 to 4 hours if you're not fully there. So try to make it complete. This itself will take maybe 3 hours or so. If you're not fully done, you have to prepare, you have to do stuff. And the second one is walking through roadmap.sh. Okay, for your technology curve, whatever. So take your resume which you have prepared via so many other platforms, and then now dig into roadmap.sh and try to see which things fits where. And then whatever your role is, if you're not there, if you don't have that in the resume, maybe start going through that flow itself. Acha, what do you know? Start reading about it. Whatever they are recommending is in a purple color, read that. There itself, it's clicked. There itself, YouTube videos are available. So everything is easily made accessible. In my opinion, even if they charge for that, people should take it and they should have a reference of that. Now, the important things you should not just not use. Know the value of that. It is gem knowledge, amazing knowledge is there on that. Just because it is just accessible for everybody, maybe you might overlook. But I'm telling you, your career will change if you master what is there on that website. Okay? So please sit on that 3-4 hours, read every single thing. You let me tell you, even if next 1 month you read everything, it will not be done. So job getting ke liye you have to take actions. So please take actions. Okay? So second is go through roadmap.sh for your career planning. What topics are important, not important, and then do some planning. Okay, in your resume, what is coming after all the JD and chat GPT, which you are not aware, plus what are you seeing in this roadmap.sh, and can the important things also you can add in your resume. Keep upgrading the value of your resume, the skills, the terminologies that you can know better, and try to really add more value so that you can talk properly during interviews. So make it valuable. And roadmap.sh may they are discussing things from not just technology perspective, but from how real-time project happen perspective. That kind of knowledge is there. So you can tally these two things together and you will find amazing results. So this is the basic tasks for today. 3 hours this, 3 hours this. If you work 6 hours, you will get amazing progress today. On top of this, do whatever courses you're doing or anything else, but do this, try to complete these 2 items. It will help you to go through properly with your job hunting journey. Okay, chalo, fine, that's it. So this is the plan. Anybody else? So just plan it out, guys. Just write it through your day planning. So I personally, these are the action items which are open. That is where we did a checkpointing day yesterday, not trying to take another new topic, because the people who are not taking action, they will be left behind. So trying to really absorb, take a halt in between. Okay. And chalo. Meanwhile, let me share you the attendance for today. Let's share the morning attendance. Please take actions. Job chahiye, not ready to take actions. It's waste. Okay, it's waste. If you don't take actions, job will not come. It's just waste of time. Don't cry, complain. And guys, if you're not ready to take actions, even after getting the job, what are you going to do? At work, you will not put efforts. Like, people will throw you out of your place. Okay, you have to take actions. You need to believe, you need to dissect the problem. You need to develop that attitude of problem solving and ownership and responsibility. All that is a skill required to survive and succeed in your jobs. If you cannot take actions right now, if you cannot think right now, job lagne ke baad bhi kya hi kar loge yaar? It will be a problematic life for you. So please understand. Okay, work for it. This is the attendance. Okay, so here it is. So let's mark the attendance and then we will be closing the day. And work really aggressively every day, gives a lot of opportunities to grow. Don't waste your time over. Okay, sure. Please mark the attendance. Counter is your day counter. If it is your first day today, write 1. If it is your 20th day today, write 20. So you need to maintain your own daily counter. We do it every day, Monday to Friday morning, 6:30 to 7:30. Okay. And specifically for the evening batch people, we will be officially starting a 2-week morning routine program from 16th of August. Okay, so if anybody wants to get into like action oriented nature for getting results, we will be doing that from 16th August. Okay, fine. Chalo, thank you everybody. Have a nice day. See you guys later.